Welcome to Fact Crypt, where we unravel the mysteries that linger in the shadows of history. Today, we journey to the desolate and eerie remains of a ghost town in Nevada, a once thriving mining community that now stands as a silent witness to the past. This town, abandoned and forgotten, is said to be haunted by the restless spirits of gold rush miners who roam the streets at midnight. Join us as we delve into the history of this ghost town, uncovering tales of ambition, tragedy, and the spectral echoes of those who once sought fortune in its mines. Prepare for a tale of ghostly apparitions, untold stories, and the lingering presence of the past. The haunting of Silver Ridge. In the late 19th century, the discovery of gold and silver veins in the rugged hills of Nevada sparked a rush of prospectors and fortune seekers to the region. Among the many boomtowns that sprang up almost overnight was Silver Ridge, a bustling mining town that promised wealth and prosperity to all who dared to stake their claim. Silver Ridge grew rapidly, its streets lined with saloons, general stores, and boarding houses. The town's population swelled as miners flocked to the area, drawn by the promise of striking it rich. The air was thick with hope and ambition, as well as the gritty determination of those who toiled in the mines from dawn till dusk. Among the early settlers was Jack Reynolds, a seasoned miner with dreams of finding the mother lode. Jack was a respected figure in the community, known for his hard work and unyielding spirit. He, like many others, had left everything behind to seek his fortune in Silver Ridge. But the mines were treacherous, and danger lurked in every tunnel and shaft. Tragedy struck one fateful day when a cave-in occurred in the deepest part of the main mine. Jack and several other miners were trapped beneath tons of rubble. Despite frantic efforts to rescue them, days passed with no success. The townsfolk watched helplessly as the hopes of finding the men alive dwindled. Eventually, the rescue efforts were called off, and the mine was sealed, becoming a tomb for those who perished. The loss cast a shadow over Silver Ridge, but the town pressed on. New miners arrived, and the search for precious metals continued. Yet, whispers of ghostly sightings began to circulate. Miners reported hearing faint, echoing voices and the sound of pickaxes striking rock in the dead of night. Some claimed to see shadowy figures moving through the tunnels, their forms flickering like candle flames in the darkness. As the years passed, the once rich veins of ore began to dwindle, and Silver Ridge entered a period of decline. Many residents moved on to more promising prospects, leaving behind empty buildings and abandoned dreams. By the early 20th century, Silver Ridge had become a ghost town, its streets deserted, and its buildings left to the mercy of the elements. But even in its abandonment, Silver Ridge was far from empty. Those who ventured into the town after dark spoke of eerie occurrences and unexplained phenomena. The spirits of the miners, it seemed, had never left. Locals and visitors alike reported seeing ghostly apparitions walking the streets at midnight, their spectral forms illuminated by the pale moonlight. One of the most famous tales involves a young woman named Sarah, who visited Silver Ridge in the 1950s with her friends. They had heard the stories and wanted to experience the ghost town's haunted reputation for themselves. On the stroke of midnight, as they walked down the main street, they saw the figure of a man in old-fashioned mining clothes. He walked with a limp, his face obscured by the brim of his hat. When they called out to him, he vanished into thin air. Sarah and her friends left Silver Ridge, convinced that they had encountered one of the town's restless spirits. Their story spread, attracting paranormal investigators and thrill seekers to the ghost town. Many reported similar experiences, disembodied voices, cold spots, and the unmistakable feeling of being watched. Despite its eerie reputation, Silver Ridge remained a popular destination for those fascinated by the paranormal. The town's decaying structures and haunting atmosphere provided the perfect backdrop for ghost hunters and curious explorers. Among the most compelling evidence collected were recordings of inexplicable sounds, photographs of strange mists, and eyewitness accounts of spectral figures. One particularly chilling account came from a group of investigators who spent a night in the town's old saloon. As they reviewed their footage, they discovered a shadowy figure standing at the bar, seemingly watching them. The figure appeared and disappeared within seconds, leaving no trace but a lingering sense of unease. The legend of Silver Ridge's haunted past continues to captivate those who visit. The spirits of the miners, bound by the tragic events of the past, seem to remain tethered to the place where they lived and died. Some believe that their restless souls are seeking closure, while others think they are merely echoes of a bygone era, replaying the moments of their lives in an endless loop. Efforts to preserve Silver Ridge have been met with mixed success. While some structures have been stabilized to prevent further decay, others have succumbed to the ravages of time. Yet, the ghost town endures as a testament to the human spirit and the mysteries that linger in the shadows of history. For those brave enough to visit Silver Ridge, the experience is one that leaves a lasting impression. The sense of stepping back in time, combined with the palpable presence of the past, creates an atmosphere unlike any other. Whether driven by curiosity, fear, or a desire to connect with the unknown, visitors to Silver Ridge find themselves touched by the town's spectral legacy. The story of Silver Ridge is a poignant reminder of the fleeting nature of life and the enduring power of history. As we reflect on the lives of those who sought fortune and met their fate in this ghost town, we are reminded that some stories are never truly forgotten. Thank you for joining us on this journey with Fact Crypt. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and remember that the past often reaches out to us in ways we least expect.